Your idea of success might be the very thing that's killing your joy. Have you ever felt that everyone else is doing better? That your creative work somehow has less value just because your number don't match some imaginary standard of success? I felt like this most of my life. And even when I think I moved past it, I find myself falling right back into the trap. The problem is that we all become maximalist. Everything we do has to be the best version. And thanks to social media, we can now compare our progress with the entire planet in real time. Now, do you remember when you started doing music? When it was just a hobby, a moment of joy or release? Then, gradually, things shifted. You started investing time, energy, and money. And somewhere along the way, you start feeling the need to justify it, to measure it, to validate it. So you start looking at streaming stats, followers, festival gig, who's getting invited to the cool parties. Especially with art forms that lead to a final product, like writing, painting, music. Sooner or later, we start trying to put a number on our worth. And that number, it's usually way lower than it should be, because we judge ourselves through a warped lens. Our personal, undefined, and often cruel idea of success. Before going on, a few ways you can support this channel. Please subscribe and hit the like button. That's free and super helpful. Then you can buy from the affiliate link. You will spend the same exact amount of money, but I will get a tiny percentage. And finally, you can become a Patreon. That's the best way to support. And on Patreon, I will answer to all of your questions and you will find tons and tons of exclusive content. Here are 2 quotes that help me redefine my idea of success. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success, by Albert Schweitzer. And success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get, by Dale Carnegie. In both, there's a hidden key. Look inward. Define your own version of success. Know what you want. Otherwise, you'll always be chasing someone else's dream. Over the years, I've spoken to many artists I consider successful. You know what? Most of them still struggle with self-doubt. They wonder if they deserve their place. They fear they're not doing enough. They worry about losing it all. Even from the top of the ladder, the view can be terrifying. One thing that surprised me most, though, was that no one of them planned their rise. They just kept doing what felt right. They followed their instinct and stayed true to their voice. And eventually, something resonated. The ones that reached the widest audience weren't chasing trends. They were chasing truth. Every time I have this kind of conversation, I realize how thin is the line between being unseen and being celebrated. Recognition often arrives suddenly, without logic or fairness. That's why popularity can't be the metric for success. So to keep myself grounded, I came up with 5 questions. They act as a personal compass, a way to reconnect when I feel lost. Number 1, am I doing this for me or for others? The artists that I admire may care for opinions, but they create for themselves. Their work is therapy, release, necessity. They don't ask, will people like this? They ask, can I not do this? To me, that is success, when your action aligns with your truest self. Number 2, do I find joy in the process or only in the results? We are conditioned to focus on product and profit, but the real value lives in the process, in the messy, curious, free part. Creating without expectation is freedom, and freedom generally leads to real value. Number 3, how many failures can I list? Creativity is failure. It's learning, testing, adjusting. For example, I've been rejected by countless labels. That forced me to learn how to self-release. And now I'm thinking to open my own label. Every no become a step towards independence. Number 4, would I still be proud of this if it got 0 plays? In photography school, we were told, release your work only when you are proud of it. Don't explain it, stand behind it. Today, we throw things out hoping for likes. We ask our audiences, should I release this? But what kind of artist asks its audience if their art is worthy? Make your choice with intention. Once you create something that feels complete to you, you've already succeeded. Number 5. If I had infinite success tomorrow, would I change how I create? Sit with this one. Would you still make the same thing? Or are you already creating with someone else's expectation in mind? This question saved me many times from chasing illusions. This little framework helps me when I feel powerless. Whenever I compare myself to others, I remember a few years ago, I dreamed of the life I have now. I used to think success meant to be rich or famous. Now, I think it means to have the freedom to create every day. It's easy to forget how far you've come. It's easy to think others have it better. But when you define success with your internal metrics, you build something sustainable, something real. That's the kind of success no one can take away from you. I'll see you next week.